Hello.
Hello.
Oops. Biden Harris. Biden Harris.
Madam Vice President. You
That's
know,
right.
I'm praying for you.
Yes, tonight I am here. We're going to do this together. Here, let me see if I can get my camera down here. Here she is.
Nice.
We are going to light the candle.
All right, ceremony for the vice presidential debate tonight.
Here we go. She's got her little crown on.
Oh,
Kamala, say Kamala of the people.
yay.
Did it.
It's Kamala versus Commander of the Handmaid's Tale.
No thanks. Yeah, so we got to do that together. Participatory moment in the corona.
Yay. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you're going to watch the debates tonight. Thinking it'll probably be a little calmer than the last one we saw.
We think. Oh, here's my other button. Here it is.
Another one?
Yeah, look. I stand with Black women.
All right. And you pay your taxes.
And I pay more than $750 in taxes.
Me too.
Like yeah, baby.
Forever.
Like for years, since like I was a teenager.
There's no year where I ever paid $750.
I know, right?
So little. Yeah.
No. So anyway, so we had a nice day today, and now we are going to make cookies. I wrote another 30 postcards.
Yay.
I heard from some people though about that, which you know, you don't know when you're just sitting home writing postcards and sending them out into the void if it's working. But I did hear from several people today that their son had gotten a postcard and they were super excited, and that people are carrying them to the polls with them and stuff. So I feel really good about that. They do have statistics on it. So, and they do say on the postcards, they will be following up after the election. So I'm doing it. That's what I did a lot of today. And, you know, I just feel like doing a little bit every day, a little bit. Signed up for some text banking and phone banking, and, you know.
That's what you have to do. I'm getting a yard sign tomorrow at the Democratic Center.
Yay.
I'm taking the leap because I'm just going to be really honest, afraid to get a yard sign because there's been some defamation of yard signs,
and vandalism based on it. Yep.
Vandalism, and I just was like, you know what? In the last few days, I've seen so many that I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this because people are really getting into it. I'm just going to go for it. I put a bumper sticker on my car. We get the yard sign. My mom and my stepdad voted today, and I'm really happy.
They're going tomorrow.
I want to sing with all of my cousins, and we all have a voting plan, and I'm so proud of
That's
my
it
family right now.
Yep.
So I just want to encourage people, you know, reach out to your family and friends, and just be like, hey, you got a voting plan? Yeah, most people are like, yes, I do. You know what I mean? And help somebody if they don't. You know?
Yeah. Yep. I know I was reluctant to put up a yard sign because of that too. And I always have put up yard signs for everything, like for city council. I always have yard signs. But my neighbor went and got them and he passed them all out. So our whole cul-de-sac is all Biden signs.
That's super cool.
Yeah. And David saw one of our neighbors photographing it now because like all the signs are right out there on the street.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really feel the fever. It's like, you know, when you have the Olympics or some kind of other thing where everyone has the fever, or the World Cup, like a sporting event.
Yeah.
Starting to really get excited.
Yeah.
Thank God, because
somebody's saying they love Kamala. That's nice.
Yay!
Well, we need sweet for sweet victory tonight.
I'm eating chocolate chips.
Okay.
And kombucha.
Well, the thing was, I made ricotta this week, and I thought I need to make cookies with this. The ricotta is so good. So
Good.
yeah. So and this milk was so extraordinary. It just made a great ricotta. So I think I thought, it's cookie time. Yum.
You need yummies for these times.
We do need yummies. Yep. It's a time for yummies. So we had a muffin night with Holly last night, and it's funny when she said, that the way you bake is to separate the dry and the wet ingredients, and I just do that without thinking that. I never thought to mention that to people. But yes, you do. You separate the wet from the dry. So I'm going to do that.
You mix or sift the dry so that it gets incorporated. And she didn't do that with the baking powder, so
she forgot that part. Yeah, but I always do it. I don't even think that I need to say it because it's just so second nature to me. But it's a good thing to point out to people. So I am going to separate my dries from my wets. So I saw a new gluten-free flour that I think I want to try. It's not Bob's Red Mill, but Bob's Red Mill is what I have. And it was something, it was called like flour something. I'll have to look it up, but I looked up the ingredients on the package, and people make the flours differently with different ingredients. And this one had a sweet rice, a white rice, a little bit of coconut, a little bit of almond. And so I thought that sounded like a really good cookie flour. And Bob's has a similar sweet rice, whole brown rice. They have potato starch, tapioca, and sour gum flour, which is a different set of ingredients. So I'm going to use that, but I'm also going to add a little almond flour to it.
Okay. And there is no xanthan gum in this.
No, there is. There is xanthan gum. No, there is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. And the all-purpose flour had garbanzo bean flour as one of the mainstays in it. And I thought, I don't want to make a cookie out of that. It's not a cookie flavor.
You know what I watched last night and I thought of you? Have you ever seen the show on Netflix, Chef's Table?
Oh yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I think I saw. Do we see it?
Well, the guy from Sicily that has the Cafe Sicilia in Sicily, and he's a pastry chef, and he makes the cannoli and all the stuff and the gelato. And I was really thinking about you. If you haven't seen it, you would love it because it's so incredible.
I'll have to watch it. I know it may be just in our queue. I'm not recalling it, but whether I've seen it, but I definitely know I've heard of it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful food show because what it does is it takes chefs who have a passion and it's their whole food is their whole being and another expression. Like if they don't express themselves through food, they cannot exist.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Yep.
It makes
I do.
If you aren't doing that in life, you're missing out. Cooking is really important.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a way of life for me. A way of breathing.
Well, and making that connection like we always talk about between where your food comes from and the land and the history of the food and if it's your family or not, or just all of the things that make those really fine special ingredients worthy, and the love that gets put in.
Yep.
You're eating it, and we're all just part of this thing.
Yeah. Well, I thought these would be good tonight because I want, my family's immigrants. I'm first generation here. And this is a way to celebrate our vice presidential nominee who's got, very clear roots to lots of other countries.
Yep.
So So there's a stick of butter in here. I'm going to cream things. And 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So this is regular organic cane sugar, but you know me, I have the vanilla beans are in there. You can see them.
You go extra mile.
Yeah, well, it's the baking thing in me.
But
I
it's
like
worth it. Like all of these things, just make a few tweaks in your life to improve some ingredients. Your whole life is gonna get better. Seriously.
That's it, man. Get a better life.
I believe it.
Okay, well, that's me.
Good food equals good life.
Good food is the key to good life, good living. All right, so I'm going to do 2 cups of flour in here, 2 of this. This is the 1-to-1. This is the one Holly was talking about last night, and I use that a lot, the 1-to-1. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of almond flour to it.
Okay. I think this is Peggy, and she's saying, "Where's the lemon squeezy?" And I'm going to say,
"It's coming.
Take a break. It's about to reveal itself."
It's coming. It's coming. All right, that looks good. All right, 3 tablespoons. I'm going to add all the dry ingredients in there first. I need a teaspoon of baking soda into my little pot. And then I'm going to mix it all up, you know, as if you're sifting it, but not really.
These cookies are going to be good, Debriana.
I think they are. I like them. They're not uber sweet, and they're kind of cakey. They should be. And they get a glaze on top, but you won't. I'll put that in the recipe box because you won't see me do that. So this is the salt. The salt has vanilla in it. This is my baking salt.
Okay.
That's just how that goes. Okay, salt. I think those are all the dry ingredients. So I'm gonna whisk them around so that they mix all up. So you're mixing in the baking soda, the extra bit of flour there, that almond flour, the salt, and all that.
Okay.
So it's not so you're not trying to add the some rising ingredient at the end.
Let's just say that you were doing it with all-purpose flour, not gluten-free. What would you do?
I would probably do it's probably 2 cups of flour, something like that.
Okay.
I probably myself, even if I was using regular flour, I would probably add some almond flour. I generally do that with my cookies. I tend to take whatever nut kind of is going with it and pull out some of the flour and add some nut flour in that place, so it just kind of layers another flavor in the cookie dough.
That's a great tip.
That's just a thing I do. All right, so this is all creamed together. Now you can relax, Peggy. Lemon.
There it is.
Well, I'm not the squeezy yet. I'm gonna put some lemon zest in here. I'm gonna zest a whole lemon.
Somebody's saying that they have coconut flour and they are going to try that as a substitute.
Yes, I almost did that actually, and you can do that. You can definitely use coconut flour instead. But I'm going to try it this way first, and I may try it with or tell me. You tell me about the coconut if you're going to do it. I'd love to know how it worked.
Please share when you post it if you make it with coconut flour so we can know.
Yeah, I'd love to know how it worked out because I was this close to doing it that way. Okay, so I'm gonna squeezy.
Squeezy, and there it is.
There she goes. A little bit of lemon juice. Like I would say half of a lemon. That's what I just did.
Half of a half.
Half of a half.
That would be 1/4 of a lemon.
Okay. My husband's a genius.
I got it. I got your language. I got what you're saying.
I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. That's my vanilla. So it's pretty strong. If you have vanilla paste, you could do that. But that's what I have. My own vanilla.
Someone's asking a
And now,
question. When
what?
you use nut flour, would that not allow people with allergies to nuts to eat the final product? Well, I would say no, they can't eat it if they're allergic to nuts.
No. Yeah, no, if I was going to make cookies for someone who had a nut allergy, I would ask. That's not, yeah, no, no, I wouldn't do that to someone.
If it's made with the flour of a nut, it's gonna make them allergic. It's the same stuff. It's just
yeah, no, if you can't eat an almond, you can't eat almond flour.
Right.
That
we're
would just
not doctors, but we know that much.
Okay, so this is just about a cup of my own ricotta.
Look at that, people. Now that's special right there.
Oh my God. I am telling you, this ricotta was so delicious. I just wanted to take a spoon and eat it. Okay, do I have everything there? Egg, butter, sugar, vanilla, lemon zest, a little bit of lemon juice. Yes, that's what I want in there. Now I'm going to cream that together. So I'm going to ice these after they're cooled, but you won't see me do that. So I'll put the recipe when I post it. Okay. It'll be just like a glaze. All right, so you can see that, husband. See, that's all creamed together.
Yum.
Oh, that smells so good.
I could eat that dough right now.
Yeah, no, you really could. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of flour and stir that in. If you have a KitchenAid and you don't have this that it doesn't come with this, you have to order this blade, this mixer thing that has the scrapey deal on the side. You should. It's amazing.
I'm gonna get that. I don't have it.
Yeah, it is makes such a huge difference. Yeah. Okay, so that goes in. Now that's in. I don't want to overwork the dough, the cookie dough, which would probably be more of an issue if I had gluten flour than with a gluten-free, but still. Okay, so that's the last bit going in. And it's going to come into a dough. And then I'm going to put the dough in the refrigerator for like 2 hours. You can do it overnight as long, if you wanted to even make this part ahead.
Okay.
And I'm going to let it get cold, and for the flavors to meld together. So that's basically the dough. I'm going to, put it in plastic and put it in the refrigerator. And then when I make the cookies, they're going to go on 350 in the oven on a parchment paper cookie sheet. And I'm going to scoop them into a ball, like a little ball, and then flatten them just a little bit. These aren't big spreading cookies. They should be like a little cake. Okay. And they'll go in the oven at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. But when I bake cookies and it says 12 to 15 minutes, I set my timer at 10 and I take a look at them. Yeah. Because it is so hard to know how it's going to respond to your oven temperature. I don't know. It's my own neurosis about it. You know me, I measure everything. So at 10 minutes, I'll look at it. I may turn the pan, but you want the cookies to be a little golden with the brown on the bottom. Okay. And then you'll let them sit on the cookie sheet for maybe a minute or two before you take them off to cool. And that's the end of that.
Sounds delicious. Sounds delicious.
Yes, they do. It looks delicious. I'm going to eat the dough.
Yum.
Oh, really nice. Nice and lemony. That's my story.
It's going to be good. That's going to be great with like coffee or tea too.
Yeah, that's definitely. They're a light, not too sweet, cakey cookie.
Sarah, when I was watching this thing with this guy from Sicily, he said in Sicily for breakfast, this is what they eat for breakfast because it's too hot there. They don't have cappuccino. They have the granita lemon or granita almond, with a
Yeah.
breakfast bun. That's what everybody who lives there eats for breakfast. You're either an almond person or a lemon person, and I just realized you put both in a cookie.
I did. I intend to please every Italian I meet.
So you're really special.
I don't know. We grew up eating cafe au lait and Nutella. But I don't do Nutella anymore because it has hydrogenated fats and I don't eat those. But they have.
I don't think it used to in the old days. I think
in the old days, probably not.
I think that's something new just to save money, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and extend shelf life, and I don't know. It's not good for you. So there's one I get at Sprouts that I love, and it's dark chocolate with hazelnut, and it is so flipping good. Oh, so I don't miss it. So that's what we would have: piece of toast with Nutella and cafe au lait.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, life is good. Life is good with good food, people.
I think it's a Corona Kitchen t-shirt for later.
Yeah. Well, we are so glad you guys are here and you're going to watch the debates and share a little love in the air.
Enjoy. I'm just praying for, I want to hear them debate the issues. I would really like to hear a good debate.
Yeah. He was the head of the Corona task force, so I think he has some splaining to do. Just a little bit. Okay, everybody, we are coming down the home stretch. So here are things you can do. Swing left if you want to donate money to close races. Lastweekends.org will help you do some volunteer work. And it goes across the country. It's so cool. I'll be doing stuff for Wisconsin and Pennsylvania and all kinds of places. And then the Spinal Tap reunion is next Wednesday.
I can't wait.
So, I'm looking forward to it.
The debate is on in basically 1 hour and 8 minutes. So, take part in it.
Let's do it.
Watch this.
Yeah. And we'll report back tomorrow.
We'll report back tomorrow.
Okay, everybody, wear a mask, stay safe, have a good debate. And oops, wrong one. Is it? Did I play the open? What's happening? Don't know. Nothing's moving on my end. I got stuck. It's okay. And you know what? If it said wear a fucking mask at the end, that's what we need to tell people. Just wear a mask.
That's our message.
Man.